Hey, what's going on, y'all? I'm back in the building for another video. Today I'll be reacting to some clips from the Rory and Maul podcast. They had DJ Drama on, and he talked about they got pretty much got to discussing the Drake and Meek Mill beef, and you know, because I mean, at the time of basically following the Drake and Meek Mill beef, it was the biggest thing on the internet. Biggest thing on the internet. And it was just so many parties involved that you didn't even know. Besides Drake and Meek Mill, from Quentin Miller to DJ Drama, shoot, even Jay Z was involved in this thing. Nicki Minaj, and it's gonna lead me to another point after I get done looking at these few pivotal keys from this interview. We're just gonna start right now. We're gonna start with this first one. I don't necessarily know if I could play this one down here, but I'll check and see. So let's just look at it.
Is I mean, like, unfortunately, the person that like suffered the most was Quentin. And like
my next question:
my
have you
guy right
spoken
there.
to him before?
yeah, I've spoken to Quentin on numerous occasions, and I mean, I definitely like, and even my quarrel with Meek at the time, like, was like, yo, bro, like, you're not. Only thing you're thinking about is yourself. Like, you're messing with this man's livelihood. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not thinking about like how that's gonna affect.
And then the whole reason why DJ Drama was even in between this whole entire beef was because of something that had to do with DJ Drama's girlfriend or wife or whatever at the time. I guess there was rumors that Drake had, you know what I'm saying, smashed her allegedly, and then I guess that prompted DJ Drama to I guess give Meek Mill information on Drake. I believe, I'm not sure, but I believe that's how he gets into this, which is really, messy and sad. But yeah, Quentin Miller did take the biggest hit here. It's terrible because Quentin Miller can actually really rap. He can really rap, and he's very talented, and the way he structures a song is amazing to me. But as soon as those ghostwriting rumors came out and then the reference tracks came out, it was finished. But I mean, it didn't really like completely just tear Drake down, obviously, because people didn't really care that much. So
Like his life, you know what I'm
Right.
saying? And like his trajectory within what he's trying to accomplish,
Yeah.
all for your own personal gain, And again, it's touchy for me to talk about it because it's water under the bridge and everybody
Right.
has made amends.
Right.
But
Yeah.
right.
also, my career thrived, Drake's career thrived. Meek went on to, do his thing. And it's like, Quentin was put in a situation where,
He had to keep quiet,
he,
basically.
out of everybody, he lost the most. And
Yeah, he had to basically keep quiet. Quentin Miller had to basically keep quiet during the whole entire situation, whether it be the ghost writing rumors, whether it be him beefing with what's dude's name? What is that dude's name? What is his name? I can't remember his name, but he was all over Twitter beefing with somebody who was supposed to be his friend. You know, the OG Mako, my OG Mako. He was beefing with him, and then on the plus side of that, he had got into a fight with Meek Mill, where it was alleged that Meek Mill had beat him up at Foot Locker. It was just a whole bunch of stuff going on, and it was all looking bad on Quentin Miller. Quentin Miller's supposed to be getting his flowers, supposed to be, you know what I'm saying? He's supposed to be moving up in the game. And he had to sit there quietly with his, you know, twiddling his fingers pretty much during this whole thing.
And I think
is, I mean, like, unfortunately,
All right. Yeah, man. Quentin Miller really did take a lot, really did suffer the most from this. Okay, and then we're gonna look at this one right here.
well, lot of hip hop's finest were had their ears and eyes and phones.
Okay, since y'all are playing double dutch, 30 for 30 freestyle.
Yeah.
When everyone thought he was talking about Meek, he was clearly talking about Hove. So stop double dutching.
What?
Hove. He's talking about Jay-Z on that.
Why
and that's not insider information. I'm just not stupid. I can go to Rap Genius.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest and tell you that I think that Drake has been taking shots at Jay-Z for a long time. He's been taking shots at Jay-Z on probably the last 3 or 4 albums that he's done. The last 3 or 4 projects. Forget about albums. I feel like Drake has been taking his shots at Jay-Z for the past 3 or 4 albums. 3 or 4 albums, like his latest albums, and even maybe during that, even all the way back to if you read past if you're reading this, it's too late. I feel like I feel like it's if you're reading this, probably like 4 or 5 albums. 4 or 5 albums. I feel like every album, every project, Drake has a Jay-Z shot. He might not say his name, but I feel like he's talking about him. I feel like there has always been a space to say Drake basically telling Jay-Z, "Hey, I know you're watching me. I know you're looking at me, and I'm not scared of you." Pretty much. That's what I think it is. And yeah, I think that's probably even the reason why Kanye and Drake was beefing in the first place. To be fair, to be completely honest with you, um, I think that I think it has a little bit to do with that, and it has a little bit to do with, of course, Lil Wayne and Drake as well. But I mean, once you did I say Lil Wayne and Drake? I meant like Lil Wayne and Jay Z having their little quarrel or whatever. So once that gets dissected and diluted, it trickles down to Drake, and then Drake pretty much takes the reins of that beef, and now essentially what used to be Lil Wayne's beef is now Drake's beef with Jay Z. So I feel like Drake has always been taking shots at Jay Z. May have never said his name, but he's always taking shots at him. And also, like I said, I always feel like Jay Z might not be taking shots at Drake, but he's a more behind the scene. He seems like a more behind the scenes, hey, make sure this doesn't happen type of person. If somebody, if an artist is going to go do something, he's gonna make sure it doesn't happen, pretty much, or make sure a feature doesn't happen or something like that. Because Jay Z does have that type of power to do that. So I feel like in some sort of way, Jay Z has sabotaged Drake at some point. So yeah.
And read what he wrote.
Yeah. I mean,
So what are you getting at?
I think the powers that be that were not added into this go as high as Hove and what the strategy was with this entity that Drake was that took over the music industry. I think they saw this as an opportunity to try to lower the light of somebody that had completely taken over. I don't think it was I don't think it was like some coordinated shit. I really do think Meek probably just tweeted that shit in his crib, like, "Yo, what the fuck?" They saw that, and it was time. This is just I have no insider information. This is just my theory.
Sounds like insider information.
How? What?
Just sounds like he was on the inside.
Hove and I are not that cool where he'd be like, "Yo, I was behind it."
By the way, what people
he would never do that.
What never gets discussed is that before the tweets came out, Meek tweeted a month or 6 weeks earlier than that. These niggas don't write their raps. Okay. Something.
Pusha had made note. So Kendrick had made note. There was rumblings.
It was a little
so
pattern,
like,
yeah, true.
And Drake is another student of the game.
Mm-hmm.
He knows and sees and watches everything. So
one of the more calculated people on planet Earth.
He plays chess, not checkers, at all times.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and if not the best,
when
one of the best.
Meek first tweeted it before he name dropped, you don't think Drake saw that and was like, "Oh, okay, I know what's going on."
Yeah.
So back to the powers that be. I mean, like I said, man.
But It's a lot to it.
Well,
I think just at the end of the day, there had never really been a before this. There had never really been a testing of Drake, and this was just a testing of the waters with Drake. And I really want to go on and say this. This this probably in some ways damaged Meek Mill's career. Um, it damaged Meek Mill's career because like I feel like him getting with Nicki Minaj damaged his career. Him beefing with Drake damaged his career. It's like just in some form of way. And then of course you mix in him doing like he said he was doing, off popping, you know what I'm saying, popping stuff as well. So like you mix all that together and it's just like there's gonna be a documentary on this one day, and when you look back on it, you'll see that it was all because of so and so on. I feel like there was like so many things that culminated together to make this undoubtedly one of those good bad beefs. One of those random beefs that just at first didn't make any sense at all. Like, why are you saying that? Why are you saying he doesn't write his own raps? Oh, okay, so you got some information about him from somebody. Oh, somebody who doesn't like him decided to pass you some information and you decided to try to expose him. And in the end, it ended up being that Drake handled himself more well than everybody thought he did because, you know, he's known to be the guy who makes songs for women, and Meek Mill is known to be the street nigga that is making, gangster records pretty much. So that's what I think about it, honestly.